The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go from Seattle. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
Ready, break!
Smith going to go to the air first play. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day three corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. The Smith throw caught here by Metcalf. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 14 yards that time for number 14. Well, no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets. They don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
18. 18, Pioneer.
From the gun, here's Smith. He rifles one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Here we go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
19 tight. 19 tight.
To try again after the sack. Smith. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Geno. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan from 6 yards away. And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Flush to his right. Finding Walker complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Smith now to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
70 Ranger, 60 Maverick.
From the 41, Smith eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Geno. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10.
Okay, ready.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Geno now to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick 6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick 6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
Crosby with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Here we go.
And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. This from 36 yards out. Myers' kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up, but the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. A field position changer there. 49 yards on the punt. Couple that with a loss on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
19 tight, 19 tight. Rig.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's a really good job in execution. They avoided the flag downfield and avoided giving up yardage for free. Really good coverage.
7 Pirates. 3.
On 4th down, Smith. He's got his tight end Fant. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Ready.
Here's 2nd and 10.
79 Broncos.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Over the middle, complete. That's Walker. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. Now Geno on 1st down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, their first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
19 right.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st half. 1st half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. A very interesting call and what... I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the 2nd half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Here's Jones again on 2nd down. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Here's Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Rodgers now to throw. And this is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Now Rodgers. Hard throw, incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the 1st. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Off of play action. Here's Smith. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. Now it's Smith. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd? And my goodness, another interception. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On play action, now Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Rodgers going to throw. And this one is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. They're certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Man open, here is Jones. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. They'll run for it with Dillon. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. It's a big play there for Seattle. And even 60 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Geno. On the move to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. Jones with a nice gain there on 1st down as he takes his forward and call it a pickup of 6. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 58 yards. And the Packers have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
Oh, good return up past the 30. The 40. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. They'll bring a tight end in motion.
18 Rattler. On the ball, now.
Gino's going to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted, and remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a three-possession game and all but put things to bed. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. On 2nd and 12, Rodgers escaping the pressure. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Now it's Rodgers. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. And now with that interception, you feel like we've got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
This offense has had its troubles moving the ball all night. So now you get in this situation, hard to imagine that suddenly they're going to start clicking and moving the ball downfield.
Play action. It's Smith. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
7 Pirates, 79 Broncos.
Throwing now is Gino. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college. So sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage. Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Now Smith. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Another try after the first down sack. Smith. Excellent work that time to get free, and for his exploits, he's going to be left with just a 3rd and 3. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
19 Lions. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Smith on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Packers are going to win this football game. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. So the final seconds of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
Rodgers looking to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Seahawks come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
DJ Monster, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring them in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. CGOD, baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We throwing hundreds, we going insane. Pouring this. Yeah, homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions. Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss that's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center. It blow their mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. Ask me about my life, man, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother. We the champions.
Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the New England Patriots and the Green Bay Packers. There's Nick Folk ready to put this one in the air, and off we go from Lambeau. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll go again to Jones. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now a first down carry by Jones. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Second and 5 now. Rodgers. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. On first down, Rodgers. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Over. Inside.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 59 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Again, it's Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
26.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On 2nd and inches, Jones. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a give. Running left is Harris. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Harris running straight ahead. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. That one good for 13 and a New England 1st down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. The tight end Henry here in motion. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 46 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right out and right up the middle.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Now here's another carry for Harris. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now Jones. And this one complete to Smith. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And it'll be 4th down. Throwing Jones. And he's got it. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try to keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They hand this off to Harris. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Jones going to throw on 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, at the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt, so he was clearly over the line.
Folks' kick is good, and the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Adrian Phillips.
And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun, and he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Game clock setting at 2:02, so they'll get 1 play before the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, here's Harris. Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the offense will recover, but it won't make much difference here. This will still be a turnover on downs. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
To throw, it's Rodgers.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Pats are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's in person or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Packers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Quick slant to Watson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. On play action, now Rodgers. Finds his receiver, Watson. On the move past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. Play action. Rodgers. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson as the first half is winding down. And the Packers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
To throw on 3rd down, Jones. And a loose football, and the Packers pick it up. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, Charles, we saw pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Rodgers throwing left side, and Watson has it. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers finding Christian Watson. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point up and good by Crosby, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Off the play fake. Jones.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field, going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. 2nd down at 4.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers.
Got his man. It's Bo Melton.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Rodgers' throw pulled in by Melton.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the Patriots are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And some space here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Operating from the gun. Jones. Got a man. It's Tyquan Thornton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Operating from the gun. Jones. Pass incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
To throw again on second down. Jones. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Pats are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To throw again, Jones. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. He's going to look deep down the field. And incomplete on the deep ball.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Eluding the pressure right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. New England on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. They'll try the right side with Harris, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And he'll get it inside the 35. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. On play action, it's Rodgers. Pass complete across the formation to Melton. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the 4th quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
Crosby connects on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. They go play action here on 1st down. And he gets this to Thornton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Off the play fake. Jones. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Kenny Clark, his 2nd sack of the night.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Ty Montgomery, 58 yards. And the Patriots are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
Here's a give to Jones running left. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. They'll go again to Jones. They find some open field here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. 101 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. 6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. They'll try the right side with Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Flushed out, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 39. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Here's Jones. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
To throw is Jones. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. Desperation time now. Here's Jones going for it all. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And
now here's another interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Now a throw to the zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Jones. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Packers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one.